What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hollow Knight playthrough, let's play, walkthrough, guide thingy. It's my game of the fucking year, so I want a playthrough of it on my channel. So today we're working our way down to the Forgotten Basin to get our double jump ability. And then we are going to work our way to the resting grounds and get our dream nail ability. And that's going to make it so we can go and get our final upgrade needed, which is the shadow dash. So you can, and then after that it's free roam, explore, and kind of just completion shit. Find everything, get our nail upgraded to max, be fucking around in the Coliseum of Fools, doing like the beehive at that point, just basically going around and getting everything that we want to get in order to be ready for the true last boss of the game. Alright, so we're going to work our way right down around here to get to the Ancient Basin. Sound like a redneck tour guide. Yep. We're working our way down here, killing this flying grubba. They scream grubba when they see a grubba! I don't know why they say that, but it's cool. Alright. Come down here really slow, look down, make sure you're not gonna fuck yourself up on this fall down here. It's easy to do, and now we're good. We've already been down here for half a second, but now we're coming down here for realsies. Ooh, a couple of good parries on my part. I don't know how much of it was accident and how much of it was conditioning, but we're not going to question that. I've played this game a lot, so it's alright. I haven't played it in a minute, but it's alright because I'm just recording this Let's Play as we go. The main reason I want it on my channel is because I think that Hollow Knight is one of the true unsung games of this year. I think it gets its due, but only if you're kind of looking for it. I don't think that it's got a lot of marketing behind it, and it wasn't as fortunate as some other games to get wrapped up in some dumb bullshit controversy involving a guy who's been playing games professionally for 21 years and can't make it over a tutorial in a fucking side scroller. But not all games are lucky enough to get up in that controversy. That was actually a paranoid trail I went on, is what if the fucking developers of Cuphead organized that whole thing, dude? Like, Dean Takahashi was down, of course, because he gets all of that sorts of, oh, look at my social posts, I'm getting a wider audience in my social posts. Fucking ass. Alright. Oh, shit. Jerk. Let's see. This is one of my favorite areas, but this is just kind of the opening part of it. There's Corny, we can hear him singing. What's up, Cornifer? Old caverns like these ones, can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, alright? I reckon not many would reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I, at least in recent history. Yes, I'll take that, man. Cornifer. It's a long trek back to the shop from here. I'll be resting my legs a little longer. Not too long, though. It won't do to have his Zelda worrying after me. Alright. Now, there's something right here that we're not going to be able to go to right now. Oh! I think I missed it also up here. This above Cornifer, I think there. I can't quite get that ledge up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed something over here. Yeah, this thing. Now, I'm not going to do it right now, but when you give up your geo to this statue, I can't remember exactly how many it takes, but it takes only a certain amount, and then it'll give you an upgrade piece for, I think it's either soul or a mask. It's definitely one of those two. I'm just not sure which. And this is where we're going to be coming when we get our double jump. So let's see here. This is the way we want to go for now. We can go down, but we can't really go down yet. You gotta have the mark of the king in order to proceed that way. There's a bench right here, but I'm not gonna buy it. I think let me look at what fucking charms I got equipped. I fucked up because I didn't get the mushroom. The mushroom's really good on this boss. I'm gonna unlock the bench. I kind of didn't want to. I wanted to save the Geo because I'm gonna go visit the charm lady or man. The charm man lady. I'm gonna go visit him before I go to the resting grounds. So I want to be able to buy all this stuff. But there's quite a bit of Geo this way, and there's a boss. So I think there's a chest maybe. We're all the way over here now. This is like an isolated little section that will lead to the boss. And eventually we'll be able to go up there when we come back. So, oh. Wow, dude, those little buggers blend into the background, man. That's kind of their point, I'm sure. That is a shortcut to the boss after you get to him. Get him! Gotta get them for the journal, man. Bugs. It's kind of really important part of the story too. Those little buggers. Where are that little guy? They're part of the Radiance's disease that they're using to infect everyone. It's called the infection, I do believe. A single-celled organism completely infected scurries about simple-mindedly. It's kind of the spreader of the Radiance's disease. It's an infection, I think is what they call it. I think it's like an infection. It gets in you and it basically takes away all your thought. Turns you into a mindless being. I guess I'm just gonna start spoiling stories. But that's the true last boss, is the Radiance. You see all that shit? That's all part of it still. This fucking... Ah! Missed me, bitch. Alright. Oh, crap. If you can hug these guys, it's like almost your safest option. But it's still like, you gotta watch the balls and kind of juggle them. That's what she said. Ah! That one was gonna get me. I think this leads to a bonus. Either that or this is the way to go and that other way led to something bonus. I better go back. I don't want to have to come back here. I had to come back here though. Oh, if you're going for the Hunter's Journal 100%ing it, you have to come back here because you've got to kill all of these guys again. Those big fucks. Yeah, this is the simple key. Nice. That's another simple key you can get. See, and I wish I had the Dream Nail at this point. It's below the Crystal Peak. I should have went and got it, but in my mind, I placed it more close to the double jump, which is where we are currently at down here. I placed it closer to this place than it is. I don't have this game mastered by any stretch. I just played it a lot and beat it like 4 times. I don't know shit really though. That's the greatest thing about games like this. It's like in Dark Souls. Like it takes a while when you play games like that are kind of, even if you look at guides, it still takes time. Even more so if you look at guides, I think. I think because I've looked at guides for this a few times when I'm on my first playthrough. Once I got to the point where I was like, okay, where do I go? And now we're back here. This is the shortcut back to the... But I think that hampers you, man. Like, not in the aspect of being able to play the game, but more so in the exploration. If you're looking up where to go all the time, it kind of fucks you up. And that's exactly what happened in my case, where I placed the resting grounds at the bottom part of the City of Tears. This is the boss. I can't quite remember his name, but he's just like basically what you are, except for a failed version, and also just mobbed by this infection. Broken Vessel, that's what he's called. He jumps at you. He's pretty easy. He's got a remix version, but you usually want to do those much later. Especially with this bugger. Because he has this, in the remix version, those little guys that are flying in on me. Oh god. This is, you just want to DPS him as much as possible. Get a heal in when he's just like every other boss. Oh, why would you do that? You just gotta DPS him right here and pray. Pray! Done, son! One shot. Haven't played in over a week and a half. Ha! Sorry, I'm proud of myself. Someone has to, man! And this is where we'll get the double jump. After him, come over here. I think another reason the bosses have that stagger, it's not just for the hill mechanic for the player. With the Dream Nail, you're able to peer inside of things' minds and actually see what they're thinking. And that's where we're headed next, and then we'll end this episode. This one's going to be a little bit shorter than normal, but we're getting 2 key upgrades. That's going to lead into our next episode about getting the final... We need a mark in order to access the bottom part, basically where we were born. And that's down right near where we are. So these are the Monarch Wings, and we can jump now. So you see over there where it says the Palace Grounds, that's where we're going to go right now. That's where we're headed. But that down right there, right next to it on the right, if you look how there's a downward path, that will lead to where we need to come back once we get the mark, and we're actually going to be facing Hornet for the second time in order to get that mark. So now we got the double jump, and we love the double jump. Now we're flying. Now we're going to be getting into some pretty fun platforming. Not yet, because we've got to go do a fair amount of exploring still and clear a lot of the game up. I'm not going to go to the White Palace very soon. I'm going to wait until I have as many heart pieces, or mask fragments rather, that you could possibly get. Just because it is... That platforming in the White Palace, I'll tell you what, especially with the latest Grim Troop update, they added a new one called the Path of Pain. And it is one of my favorite bits of platforming I've ever done in a game. And I'm not one for just like, I'm not a big just platforming kind of guy that just likes, like I didn't really like Super Meat Boy, if that helps clarify. Like I'm not someone who enjoys platforming as the primary challenge. But in this game, it's not just that. It's a blend of that with the superior combat, with these cool enemy designs, and like this cool story. Ah! Come down here, you little bugger. Can't rightfully be going that way if you're gonna be there. But like I said, it's like that mixed with, you know, like it's just not, that's just not a tricky jump you gotta make with, you know, a drop, dash, doubled up, you know, back onto the wall. You've also got to worry about that guy that's there, but you have a nail and you can attack that guy that's there, you know what I mean? And the game isn't always like, I don't like very like pacifist speedrunny like type games. This is more my speed. Like even Dead Cells, I think, kind of pushes me where it wants you to go faster, you know, but not really. Like you're not, I don't know. Something about a big, open, connected world with like an overarching story that's not immediately apparent. You know what I mean? It just gets me going, and Hollow Knight does that so well, where it's all super it's connected. The world design is very cool. Like this whole place, this is the palace grounds, right? And you think when you first get here, you see this and you're like, there's something significant. And you inspect this guy and it just says a corpse in white armor, right? What the fuck? And like, you don't really ever in your first playthrough, you don't really understand the superb significance of this place right here. But later on, as you play through the story, you find out not only is this where you have to come in order to get one of the key items to, you know, get the true ending of the game and face the true final boss, it's also intimately tied to the lore and incredibly important in an era of like epicness here. It just fits, and it's those moments like Ash Lake and Dark Souls that I really feel like the reason the Dark Souls-like label is defensible with this game is because of that. Not only like with the NPCs and, you know, the definitely like challenging combat, but I feel like there's something to the Souls-like label. It's not about the combat. It's not about that. It's almost those moments of epic wonder, dude, that, you know, you feel importance without being shown importance. And this is an update they added in the Hidden Dreams update. That was the second free DLC pack for the game. But they added this stag station down here, which is really awesome. It's really helpful. It's 300, but it's worth it to do it. And eventually there's with the stag, he even has a little quest line-ish. You eventually unlock to the stag station as you keep unlocking. Oh, what a station is this, hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away. Eager to travel the stagways? Just hop upon that platform, give me the signal, and we'll soon be on our way. He'll just say things about every... Okay, so we're heading to... Let's go to the Forgotten Crossroads. This is going to be the easiest way to get to this place. We're kind of going in there backwards-y way, but it's mainly because I wanted to see. We could have gone through the Crystal Peak now that we got the double jump, and we could do the Crystal Guardian again, but I kind of want to do all of that one. I want to just do like these first few episodes, push towards getting the upgrades we need in order to fully explore the level. And actually what's cool is now that we're here, you'll notice like something's different already in the crossroads. Not just this guy, Tiso. Pale thing, you use these old lines. Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. And this is the NPC that kind of tells you about the Coliseum of Fools. Every time you run into him, he's talking about how you're weak, he's a badass, and he'll see you there, and then you get there, and he just gets killed. And like, I think that I read somewhere, because I was interested in learning about these NPCs whose quest lines I never did on my first few playthroughs. Someone was saying that he just dies right away. Like, you can see him get thrown down out of the pit. Because the Coliseum of Fools is awesome. It's at the very top. Alright, so this is actually shitty, but you know how it says Infected Crossroads? That's because now this place has completely been taken over by the infection, and by the Radiance infection. And the reason that is because this is actually the zone where the Radiance is located. The Radiance has been caught within the Hollow Knight. And the Hollow Knight was built with that purpose, with being... We'll kind of get more into that when we get to where we're going to get our birthright. But for now, let's just suffice it to say, I need to get over there, but that's blocked completely. So, son of a bitch. We're going to have to go up, left, down. This is the kind of inconvenience. No, I guess not. We could go... Can't we? We'll just cut left, and then this is easier to cut left here because there's none of those mobs. I didn't intend for this to be that long. There is a lot of back and forth though, and that's one of the things a lot of people complain about in this game. And I said, you mean a Metroidvania that makes you re-explore areas you've already explored and find new secrets? And in this instance actually completely changes the way the thing is. Oh, we can go up here now. Might as well get a couple of secrets on our way through here. This is the first one that you can get now. Once you can get that just when you get the Crystal Dash, but I think up here is actually a mask upgrade or a, oh, you know what it is? I think it's the one that gives you these little, you can have those little dudes follow you around, but they look like you. It's kind of cool. I think that's what's here. I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a while. And when I do this in my other playthroughs, after my first playthrough, I kind of just got in the habit of when I got, you know, I'd do this where I'd go and I'd get all the upgrades, and then I got in the habit at that point of looking up things like, you know, what's here, what's there. But what we're going to do this time is, I'm not going to do that. Ah! They're getting out of control. Alright, instead of that, what I'm going to do is, we're going to get all these upgrades, and then we're just going to go zone by zone and get everything that I can think of. And then we're going to see where I'm at, like with charms and things like that. And we'll do like the Grim Troop DLC, and oh, don't you do it. I did it! Son of a bitch! Oh. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by that horrible gangbang gone wrong, I need to get also, while I'm doing that, while I'm going through these areas and just fully exploring them, the one thing I need really to be looking for is all of the pale ore, because I am hitting like so whiffy wall right now, but that's okay. Because in order to get the things we're going to get, you know what I think we might do instead of going to get the shadow upgrade? I think we might go to Deepness. But for sure, right now, we need to be working our way. I guess I beat them all. They killed me, though. It was the little dudes that killed me. Anyway, this is where you get the glowing moon. That's exactly what it is. See that thing, though? He's infected, and he's just spreading it all. Just wraps you up, man. It's like it's a parasite driven by a hive mind that works through dreams in order to manifest itself physically. And that's all it can do right now, because physically it's being detained within the Hollow Knight, but it's still able to eke out. And I think the big lore drop there, and this is just me and my own hypothesis, but I think the big lore drop there, is that really blocked off? I think it is, dude. Ow. Oh well, we turned this episode into a bit longer than it would originally have been. I think this way is seriously blocked, dude. I think I can't go left out there anymore. Son of a bitch. They really, the fucking crossroads, once it gets infected, the radiance really makes traversing this place a bitch. So in order to, basically I effed up by ever coming to the Stag Station. But I guess it's cool, because we were able to get that glowing womb. And that will actually go a long way towards helping us when it comes time to where we're headed right now, to the shop, the charm shop owner, because she'll be able to sell us more buckles. Oh, I didn't quite have the reach to avoid that blast from you. But she'll actually, you just can't hit those guys. I always think you can, like the bats, but it's impossible. The best way to handle those guys is just go like this and let them run it. Oh my fuck! And even that doesn't work. It works, watch. You just gotta let him run and then jump over him, and he'll just fucking... they'll keep running and they'll just ram into whatever's behind you. They're pretty easy. Just don't try to fight them. It's all about just jumping over them. Go against every natural instinct in your body and do not hit them with your nail. I guess this is alright because we can actually go visit the Grub Father. I think we've let enough little buggers go that he should give us... I don't know if we've given enough that he'll give us a Pel Ore yet. I think you gotta have quite a lot of those to get the Pel Ore. But the Grub Father will give you Pel Ore at some point. Ah! Yeah, dude. We need some Pel Ore. We need some Pel Ore, and I need to go fix my fucking charm that gives me extra damage. Or else... Oh, I'm probably just fucked. I'm not hitting hard enough. We'll see what the Grub Father will give us. He'll definitely give us a shitload of Geo. See, as you can see, like, they just keep filling in the more you find. It's cool when you come back sometimes if you've waited a long time. Sometimes I won't even come back until I found, like, the majority of them, and he just gives you so much stuff. I think that's either a soul or... Oh, no, it's a mass shard. But you see that? You just throw in Geo. What's this? This is probably Grub Song. Yep, Grub Song. That's one of the charms he'll give you. Hit. I think it gives you soul when you get hit. Let's give that a look. Grub Song. Yeah, it gains soul when taking damage. What's this, buddy? A rancid egg. Crap, worthless. Those are actually really good, and you can sell those for a lot. The rancid eggs sell for a lot of Geo to this Jin guy. I can show you that guy actually if we wanted, but he's worthless. And oh, we gotta be careful. We've gotta be careful. Okay. See, let's look. I just want to verify that this is blocked off. Is it not blocked off? If it's not blocked off, I'm gonna be pissed. It is. Okay, see, so like, that's where you came through from the first boss, and you come up here. I'm gonna come up here and hit this bench real quick. Fucking might as well, dude. I think there's a bench in here. That'd be nice if there were. Yay! Alright. And there's all sorts of spells, too, that you get. And not just... So you get your base spells. So, for instance, like this one. I don't have enough soul to do it. But, like, your basic missile that you launch out. Your soul missile. Whoa! You know what we could do? I'm going to do that. Fuck it. That's where I'll end this video. Plans have changed. We're going to go try to fight this boss right here. He's a son of a bitch. I don't know if I can do it right now. With how little damage I'm doing. We'll see. That depends on how much damage I take here from these a-holes. Pooh there. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Jism. Oh! All over ya. There's that. I don't really need that. But yeah, you can do this from the jump because you can just do this. See what I mean? And you can actually come to this boss from the very start. And in the dev like videos that they were showing, this was actually one of the first bosses they were working on. And I think they decided to make it one you could get to, but one that you necessarily kind of you should wait and come back to. I don't know. That's just my feeling on him, because he's one of those. He's like the type of boss that he's not very complicated, but he's insanely random. Like, there's no clear pattern that's perfect to follow. Alright, fuck it. Let's get this over with. No more funny games. Look at all the dead ones in the background. This is the Mawlek. Ow. You see? And this is when he gets you. Ah, crap. Crap! That's not good! Oh, what? Oh! The fucking fat asshole! Oh crap! You see, it's just random! Oh fuck! I got him! Yeah! I think I'm still gonna go to the spirit just because I was able to get him first round. If I wasn't able to do that, I was probably gonna end the video here. But I got him first time. He's a lot easier because I have the range too. When you first come to him, you don't have the range increase because I'm using the one the Mantis tribe gives you for gaining their respect, and you don't have that. So he's a very big pain in the ass your first time in here. This is kind of cool though because this worked out. Ah! I gotta run away and heal up. I did not want to die after being all cocky after one-shotting a boss. Both bosses, might I add. Both bosses have been one-shot in this video. Whoa! Who the fuck are these guys? I've never noticed these guys. That is the second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh time, whatever playthrough I'm on now, where I've actually uncovered someone new. I wish I had my dream now right now. That's where we're headed though. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna end the video right back here because I'm gonna rest here. We're gonna go get the dream nail, and I'm not gonna rest at any other benches. And then I'll be able to exit out and come right back to that bench. Because I'm curious. I've never seen those two dudes. I know that they have backer NPCs that, the backers voted, or not the backers voted for. They paid enough in the version of the, they paid enough. We'll go get this mask piece and actually get a new mask. But they paid enough, like in the, oh God, I don't know what it's called, Kickstarter phase. And they paid enough there that they were able to actually have NPCs put in the game. So I think that's where some of these NPCs come from. And I think they've added some of them, and that's one of the reasons I may have not seen those guys. Also, I don't know if I've ever gone back to that fountain at this stage in the game. That'll give us another mask. So slowly but surely we're getting a little beefier. Yeah, these guys are crazy. They're so insane. They just come at your ass. Just relentless. Relentless asses. I'm just gonna avoid all those sons of bitches. Go ahead and fucking ignore them. Come over here. We're slowly getting to where we need to be, guys. The reason I'm saying we can go to the resting grounds too is because it's not that big of an area at all. It's quite small, and it has some places that I'm not going to immediately go right now, just for the reason of I'm not going to be doing things that are involved in being there. I know that's a little cryptic, but basically there's an NPC quest that we could go visit her, and like I could show you her, or we could just wait until I'm actually going to be able to do the quest, because right now I don't have the area opened in which we need to go to do her quest. Alright, here we are. Our favorite fat lady man friend. Salubra. Let's see. It's like I couldn't remember her name until I saw her. I like this NPC. Okay, so we're just gonna get that. Let's see how many I need in order to, there we go. That's what I really wanted. And then in order to get this one, we need 25, we need 7. So I could buy these right now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to save my Geo. Because I'm not really going to be using them. Alright. Glowing womb. We got one more spot. I need to go get the mushroom. That'll probably be the first place we go to fully explore. Because I need to get that. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to show you this glowing womb one, because it's kind of cool. It's, let me do the long nail. Yes, see, and so this is a way, this is kind of a backwards way of going to where we're headed. And you see those little buggers, they just always keep popping out. And you'll just always get them. They're cool, dude. This is the lake. Here's Tiso, Blue Lake. What a calm place. It's action I want. Vicious and deadly battle. The serenity is a bore. So peaceful, so dull. This guy, looking hard ass. He's like Zote. It's like all the bugs in this, like, because of this harsh reality, like even the ones that are like wusses that really don't have any skill. See them, they like charge, dude, and they suicide themselves. They're pretty badass. I've never really used them all that much, but I guess they're pretty cool. You get more and more things like that too that give you summoning abilities. But this is the last place we'll meet Quirrell. He might even be here now. No, I don't think he comes here until you've kind of unraveled his tale. He's intricately tied to the main story too. Like, he's one of the NPCs. Really the only thing you can miss is meeting him back here, because he's one of those NPCs. He's kind of pops up along the way. Like, he's one of the ones they want you to pay attention to. He's the less hidden, one could say. Alright, so this is the resting grounds we're working over into. Let's get this. And I think this will, we do not have to map. Yeah, I think this works up into it. Either that or this goes back to the, yep, this is it. This is the resting grounds. Here's another one of those bosses you can fight. We'll actually do that too, because... Alright, now this is very important. If you notice, you get locked in here until you inspect this. This is one of the things you have to do to progress the main story. You have to come and you have to look at this. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher in her archive surrounded by fog and mist. Lurian the watcher in his spire looking over the city. Hera the beast in her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, hollowness lasts eternal. Okay, so what this means, I'm going to get into some spoiler territory for you. These are 3 great leaders of the hollowness of the Pale King's era. And they sacrifice themselves, becoming like basically a lock in order to chamber the radiance. Not only is the radiance sealed inside of the Hollow Knight, so it's trapped in his body, but it's also sealed by these 3 dreamers. And they're the locks that you need to break in order to open the Black Egg Temple and actually face the final boss. That's why it says lasts eternal, though, because at the time that they came up with this plan, they were for sure that this was going to work. Like, this was going to work. This was going to stop the spread of the infection. This was going to stop it. And that's why all these memorials to, like, the Hollow Knight, like, through his sacrifice, you know, our kingdom lasts eternal. But, like, it's a collapsing kingdom. I mean, it's falling apart. Everyone's losing their minds and slowly giving into it. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to the sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the sills, by the vessel, or by that captive light. So what they're saying right now is they're asking you, we're going to see our home, but basically where we're from, there's just a bunch of you, and you're called shades. And you're one who is strong enough that you were able to rise up out of there and actually come. And they're asking what drove you to do that? What drove you to climb out? What drove you to pick up a nail? What drove you to see the mask maker and get a mask? What drove you to come back to this kingdom? Is it the Hollow Knight who needs your help because the Radiance is slowly breaking out and destroying him? Or is it the Radiance who has called you? And that's what they're curious. They're like, who are you working for? Would the sills break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens. The plague springs anew. They must be undone. So what they're saying is the Hollow Knight is failing. The plague is coming out. We've got to let him in there. Like, something's got to be done. Yet still our sills remain. Our duty holds. So they're saying their duty is to keep that temple sealed. It must be cast away. Our duty holds. It shall be done. Fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. And this is the dream world now. So awesome, man. Even still to this point, like, there's a weightiness here and the music complements it so well. The soundtrack to this game is A fucking plus plus. There's an importance here. You can feel it. What a terrible fate they visited upon you, to cast you away into this space between body and soul. So this is beyond the physical and also beyond what would be if you were dead. This is something completely different. And it's my belief that it's a different dimension. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? And this is where you get the dream nail. Hold Y to charge a slash snail, cut through the veil between dreams and waking. This has several different uses, but now you wake up by the seer. Ah, you've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But the talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. So it is like Freddy Krueger shit. Like, it's the dream realm. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So it would be where Freddy Krueger lives. They should have done like a Freddy Krueger NPC. That would have been cool. Though I must admit that sacred blade is dulled over time. Together perhaps we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence, the precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out into the world, Welder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return to me. I will teach you more. So this, you're still in practice in the way of dreams. Collect 100 essence with the dream nail. Visit me again. I'll share what little wisdom I have. Essence can be found wherever dreams take root. Have you seen them? Those whispering plants that grow all over the old kingdom. I believe there's one just outside. Why not strike it with your dream nail and see what happens? So she is part of the tribe of moths, and they actually worshipped the radiance and like held it up. And we don't, the lore there, I'd go check out Mossbag. That's getting into the origins of the radiance and all of this. I don't know much about that. I'm more familiar with the events that take place during the course of the game and what's actually happening during the course of the game. I haven't done a whole lot of back study and cross-reference and like just studied the Wikipedia for hours and hours, you know what I mean? That up there will open eventually. When you get enough essence, she'll unlock it for you. So this is what the Dream Nail's primary purpose is. Well, I guess not even really. It's got several uses and they're all pretty much important as fuck. But this, you hit that tree, it'll give you so many of these. When I first was doing this, I thought it was a time limit. I was trying to haul ass, but it is not. For some reason, I was thinking red coins in Mario. I pulled a Dean Takahashi and just immediately reverted to, oh, this is like one of those Mario games. I gotta get all these red things before time runs out. Down there is an area you can ground slam this coffin and go down there. We're not gonna head down there yet. For this trip, we're just mainly gonna get the important stuff. So all of that, those dreams, essence right there, and once you get done, it grows. It's so cool. I don't think I can get to him now. I think he's gone now. Cornifer was here, but I think he's gone now. But this is a new charm they added. I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of essence to get in there. Nope, it's just open. This is a new thing they added with the Grim Troop DLC. This is one of the new charms they added. The Dream Shield charm. It's pretty cool. I'll show you it. It's easier to show than it is to actually describe. It's kind of a weird looking thing. I guess I could describe it. It's just cooler to show you. Don't judge me. Yeah, Corny's not here. Oh, I rested at the bench! Fuck! It's okay. Alright. I'll just show you this real quick. That's alright. It's not the biggest problem. But you see that? And that'll block incoming projectiles, and I think it does like little ticks of damage to certain enemies, but it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. So I think that's where we're going to end this video, you guys. Maybe I'll go, you know what, let's go buy the map from Cornifer. We'll end this in Dirtmouth before we set out on our next neck. But yeah, we'll be coming back to all of these areas. Like I said, we're basically blitzing this. I think the next area we're going to in the next video will be Deep Nest. I think I want to go. I want to go do Deep Nest next because there's for sure a Pale Ore there. There's a Dreamer there. There is. I think there's a couple of other things. There's a bunch of important things there, so we'll be going there.
Bafanada.
Bafanada. Buy that Resting Grounds map, please. And we might as well buy these because these will make those show up on the map anywhere you've found them. The warrior graves or the trees. Alright, bye Zelda. I'll tell Cornifer you sell. Alright everybody, love you. Thanks for checking this one out. Next time we will be going down to, you know what? We'll probably go... I think I'm going to go straight down from where we are and work over, visit those people in the tub because I really want to like use the Dream Nail on them because you can see, like that's the greatest thing about the Dream Nail. This is another reason the Dream Nail is so cool is you can read people's thoughts. To descend into that ruin, why? Things are so much simpler up here. And I think this guy was one of you, but he grew old. He didn't, for whatever reason... Something happens with what you are. You're made of the void, but something happened with the Hollow Knight. And I think the Hollow Knight, the reason that his vessel is failing is he wasn't able to dominate the Radiance because the Pale King raised him as a son. And I think the Pale King really loved the Hollow Knight like a son. And I think in so doing, he gave the Hollow Knight too much emotional need and, need to fill. And by doing that, that gave the infection, the Radiance, it gave that something to pill away at and slowly weaken until all this time later, God knows how long it's been since they conceived of the Hollow Knight project and put it into place and sealed the Radiance. Who knows how long it's been. All this time later, he's finally starting to crack. And I think he's what's been calling out to the void for help. I think he's the reason you're here. I think you're as closely tied to him as you are to anything of the void, which you slowly gain more and more affinity with it as we carry on. But till next time, stay awesome, guys. I love this game. This game's amazing. It's got a stellar story, beautiful art, amazing, soundtrack, and on top of everything else, just fluid gameplay that works. Platforming, just good old-timey platforming that's evolved to the perfect level. I don't think you could make an action, jumpy, platformy, sword fighty. What this is, I don't think you could make it much better control-wise with how just responsive it all is and how it all works out. Till next time, this is me and the night. We're checking out and we're going to go to bed. I love you guys.